Very minor spoilers. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Arcanites here, back with another movie review for you guys. Now, as you can see, I'm a little bit red-eyed. You know, I just got out of seeing How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World. And I, honest to God, loved this film. Now, I have been a huge fan of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, really since it started. I saw the first one when I was really little and was blown away. I fell in love with the world, with the characters. The second one was a really good sequel, so I was really looking forward to this one, and it met all of my expectations. Is it a perfect movie? No, let me just say that, but I think it's a great conclusion to this trilogy, and let's get into it. I'm going to start off by saying the cinematography and animation is stunning. I thought they pulled that off so well, and it really immerses you in the world. It does a great job. Every scene, I was just like, wow, that looks beautiful. So I have to hand it to the animation team. They did a great job. I thought it just all looked so spectacular. And the main characters, especially Hiccup, they really put a lot of time into, and it lets them be leaders, be great characters, and I loved how they still had character development even in the third and final film of the trilogy. A lot of trilogies won't do that, and they really took their time to develop the characters as much as they could, especially Hiccup. You know, I did have a problem with some of the other, characters not getting enough development. People like Fishlegs and Tough Nut, I just felt like they weren't really characters. They were just there for comedic relief, but some of the jokes weren't even that funny, and to be honest, it just didn't work. I was like, why are they here? And I loved Astrid, I loved Hiccup, and I loved his connection to Toothless. I felt that, but all the other characters, they really should have developed a little bit more, I feel like. Now, towards the end, they became better, they got some development, and I liked them. But that's towards the end of the movie. But all of that aside, I was invested in this world, and I just loved it, alright? The ending is absolutely brilliant, and to be honest, I saw it coming, and I still teared up, because it was just incredibly well done, and what a conclusion to this trilogy. I thought it was something special. Now, the villain, Grimmel, I have a little problem with, because they built him up to be this big, huge thing, and I liked him as a villain, but I just didn't get that from him, and I would have liked to see more from him. Show me how dangerous he is, okay? They just kind of said he was dangerous and then showed us little bits and pieces, but I didn't fully feel like he was a threat to all of Dragonkind. I also would have liked to see a little more of the Hidden World, because I thought that would be the main kind of central piece of this movie, and it was awesome when we were there, but we weren't there for that long. But honestly, that is all of the complaints that I have for this movie. I thought the main characters were all perfect. I loved the addition of the White Dragon, and it was awesome seeing Toothless so happy and wanting to be better, and that's something he hasn't really had. He had his connection to Hiccup always, but he didn't really have what he wanted, and it was amazing of Hiccup to recognize that, and even though it was hard, kind of let him go and be his own person and not always be attached to Hiccup. And it really brings in some real world elements to this Viking kind of barbaric time where, the world wasn't ready for the dragons, and they still did the best they could to make them feel welcome, but there are always going to be those people that just don't want them there, and that's something we're dealing with in the real world. And one of the things most of the time the franchise does incredibly well is it can appeal to both kids and adults. Now, just once in a while, those will contradict each other, And to be honest, I didn't really have that much of a problem with it in this film. You know, sometimes we'd be in a serious moment and they'd crack a joke that was a little bit like, oh, well, I don't know about that one. But just the world building they set up in the previous two movies turned out to be amazing in this movie. And I love the idea that their home isn't the place, it's the people there. And it reminded me a lot of movies like Thor Ragnarok. And it's such a powerful message that they left their home because, you know, the home is them. They are, you know, where they are. And that was just awesome to see. And this movie has so much heart. It's really sad, but it is full of heart. The action is really fun for an animated movie like this. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And the ending was just emotional, and I thought it was a perfect way to end off this amazing trilogy. I will give How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World an A-. If you're a fan of the franchise, go see it. I think you will love it. Let me know what you thought of the movie down below in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace out.
It's so strong enough.